how to change yourself. You see, the human mind is so powerful, and we do actually have such a good memory of things, that many incidents that have occurred in the past that cause us some stress or worries, unless we're very good at it, they seem to cling on to us to such an extent. For example, if somebody had an incident occurred 2 years ago, they keep remembering this incident, and the stress levels, the hormones, all the feelings of the incident 2 years ago are felt on some occasions every day. People can relive the same thing. So it's almost as if they're carrying something, a stress or a burden. And just imagine carrying a bottle, carrying a can of Coke. If we carry this can of Coke for 10 minutes, this is fine. If I carry it for half an hour, it's still okay. But if I had to carry it around all day, I'd become tired. Just imagine if you had to carry this for 2 years without letting it go. This is how stress works. Stress, and all of the hormones and the benefits that are released, are very good for us, but only at the time when it's required, due to our intelligence and other factors. If we remember this incident, it continually happens and we relive that stress. So to change ourselves, we want to make a plan in the future of how we would like our lives to be, believe it's going to happen, and try to visualize it. Actually visualize our life. It's going to be difficult in the beginning, but if you visualize your life exactly how it's going to be, almost try to imprint it as a memory of the future, and you'll see all the things in the universe. And for those that believe in God, and I do, then God makes everything happen. And for those that don't, then it's the universe and everything comes together. There's now scientific evidence that those that are optimistic have a far better life than those that are distressed. They even have the placebo effect. When medical authorities or some companies, they produce a new medicine, they're now required during their test to have some test subjects along with the actual medication given. They're required that they should have some placebo, just some medicines, fake medicines that contain nothing but sugar or something else. And it so happens that some of the patients recover, even to the extent of cancer things. Those with asthma, those with other deformities, they recover just with the fake thing. So it's all in the mind, it's in the belief. So if we believe something's going to happen and act that way, it does happen. Our only limits are our own limits. We see that this is the reality. In some cases,
turn left in half a mile.
In some cases, one man or a woman is unable to look after themselves. In another situation, the same man or woman is able to look after themselves. They are also able to fend for the whole family. The same person is then able to fend
left
and organize things
in 1,000
for
feet
a whole
on
city.
24 towards Worthing.
The same person is also able to look after all of the problems of a whole country, and then they become a government or president.
Left.
And then the same person could also be a president of a nation consisting of many countries, such as America, China, or the USSR, many continents.
Please
So all that limited us was our ability to do things, our ability to manage and do things. It's also proven that if we believe in something, there are some things that actually come in our mind and even other factors that haven't fully been understood. They make things happen. They make the world come to us. For those that believe in God, we attribute all these good things to God. For those that don't, they don't know who they attribute it to. They attribute it to different characters. And at the moment, the point is, something happens in the universe. Those that want good and believe in good, good will happen. And if we change ourselves, stop living the past, this imprint of what happened 2 years ago, we need to delete this. It takes time, but with practice we can delete this. It's now a proven fact that most of what our eyes see is not actually a reality of the image. It's what our brains have memorized, and only a small amount is actually what our eyes are seeing. We can take some examples. We have, sometimes we can muddle up certain words in a very long paragraph, but we wouldn't actually notice them. We'll read them as they should be read, rather than noticing the mistakes. So it means our mind actually has a huge percentage of image of the world around us already imprinted in our minds. And it will take a lot of training to perceive this new image. We have to look closely, we have to inspect it. So we want to make our own future, create our own future. Even destiny, things like destiny, they're pre-written, but we have more than one destiny. We have a certain amount of free will. We can lift one leg up. We can't lift two. We're not able to decide where we were born and who our parents were. But we can decide to turn left or right. So upon making that decision, we've changed to another destiny. Anyway, to change yourself, you need to write down your own future, how you want it to be, and be quite specific, what you want to happen, and it will happen. And with the powers, if everybody wishes that all the wishes of all users in this app come true for everybody, it will happen. It's a huge amount of people all wishing for the same thing, and nobody knows your wishes. They're just wishing that all wishes in 40 wishes come true for everybody.